PressCorps Radio and its corresponding affiliates take pride in presenting me, Dr. Oliver Brolin Ponsonby Esquire, on this edition of the Cadmium Stage of the Skies. Death is hardly seen as a friend. Like a pest, we as a species tend to avoid dwelling our thoughts on such a concept. And when it is at our door, we fight it off with all our feeble strength, as if our life depended on it. But when the piercing coldness of nothing is all but guaranteed, would we be so unwelcoming of any company at all? This question is explored in The Death Bell, written, directed, and performed by Moth B Mann.
In life, some things are best left unsaid. A jilted lover's witty statement, or the piercing overtones of a dressing down by a superior, are examples of times where we shouldn't say anything, and let the words rest on the cloud of emotion it was predicated upon. However, in the Mercy Valley, the silence between the sharp and biting words of combat is an alluring and strange curio, and the desire to abandon one's post to find solitude often brings disastrous consequences. Rumblings through the camps speak of what may happen to a soldier should he find himself alone in the vast expanses beyond the front lines, away from the cities and trenches, alone with nature, where every square meter lies untold horrors, should one prod the soil a few inches too deep. It's said that many who wander away from the comfort of their comrades often disappear into the afternoon mist, winding up dead some hours later. Death is nothing new in the valley, but in this particular instance, these deaths are not caused by bullets or bayonets, but heartbreak. Should one find themselves alone in the cold frontiers after dark, with no campfire and no way of returning to friendly lines, the rumors tell of a soft knell of a solitary bell in the distance. With each peal of the bell, the sound begins to echo inside your ears. The solitary ring of each bell passes through you. You may feel a warming sensation across your shoulders and back for just a moment, and you forget about the cold. Perhaps there's still a church that hasn't been destroyed by the war, you start to tell yourself. You wade deeper and deeper into the snow. The soles of your boots to your knees are now caked in the cold, shivering powder as you pump your legs towards the sound. As each toll increases in volume, you're getting close. And with each peal, you gain a little more strength, and each wave of warmth draws you nearer like a moth to a flame. Soon, you see the light flickering in the window of an obscured building. Getting a second look, you can see it. The church, just down the hill and through a patch of trees, where salvation and warmth await you. You press on, down the hillside and into the forest, but soon the trees become too thick to find your way. But the fastest way through anything is a straight line. So you press on, the cold freezing your thighs, your shoulders and neck. Soon, you find that you've traveled further than you had dared venture before. The ringing of the bell stops, and you now realize you are hopelessly lost and freezing alone in the forest. But then, you feel the presence of a hand press against your back, as a matron-like figure now effortlessly walks around you, dressed in a long, black, tattered dress her face obscured by a thin black veil. Her majestic presence gives an otherworldly feeling as she steps through the snow. You happen to glance down and notice she is barefoot, her feet never sinking into the snow, but stepping above it. She will ask you if you are lost, but no matter what you say, she will not hear your response, causing her to ask once more, before resting her hand on your shoulder once again, to gain your attention, before removing the veil from her soft, porcelain face. But there is no face. There is no woman. All there is the pale visage of death itself, emaciated, sickly, weathered, but warm in their reception of you. The church was a lie, safety an illusion. But even with all hope lost, your new friend takes your hand and promises you that warmer days are ahead. Meanwhile, out in the snowy field you had set out upon, your body lies there, frozen and trapped in time, your heart paralyzed between beats, your body of no more use to you as your spirit has moved on. Rumblings through the camps speak of what may happen to a soldier should he find himself alone in the vast expanses beyond the front lines, away from the cities and trenches, alone with nature, where every square meter lies untold horrors should one prod the soil a few inches too deep. There, in the snow-covered hills, lie bodies, buried beneath years of snowfall. Every one of them lay victim to the death bell.
My, how chilling in the in the literal sense of the word. Thankfully, I have this lovely spirit from the vineyards of Southeast Italy. Oh yes, it keeps me warm inside. No, I'm not drinking in the studio again. Just having it by me is helpful. It's a medically approved comfort drink, mind you. It's medically approved.